Later, after they had entered into Bethlehem, they came across several victims of a grave disorder that had become so serious that most children who suffered from it would die. A woman there had a son who was afflicted thereby and was standing at the door of death. And she brought him to Our Lady, calling on her as she was bathing Jesus Christ. "Oh, my Lady Mary," the woman implored her, "consider the misfortune of my son, who is racked by such extreme pain." And hearing her, Mary said, "Take and sprinkle him with a little bit of that water with which I have just now finished bathing my son." She then took some of that water, even as she had been told, and modeled her boy who, worn out by tumultuous sufferings, had drifted off. After sleeping but a little while, he was restored to health, and he awoke. Thrilled by this turn of events, the mother returned to St. Mary, who replied, "Offer up your praise to God. It is He who has healed your son." A neighbor of the woman whose son had been made well was nearby, and this woman's boy was also suffering from the very same illness. His eyes had nearly closed forever, and day and night she mourned for him. The restored boy's mother then suggested, "How about taking your son to Mary as I have done? I took my boy to her as he was in the throes of death, and the water with which she had washed the body of her son Jesus healed him." As soon as the other woman heard what she said, she went there also, and after getting hold of some of the same water, she used it to wash her son as well. After she had done this, his eyes and his body were immediately restored to the way that they had been before. And when she returned to St. Mary with her boy, Our Lady told her to offer thanks to God for the recovery of her son, but to avoid telling anyone about what had been done.